Hey guys, if you've been watching TFL, you know that since the beginning we've been doing mashup reviews where we take two cars that don't necessarily compete and see which one's better, quicker, faster. Well, last week we did a classic TFL mashup over at TFL Classics where we took an old 944 Turbo and compared it to an E28 BMW, and you can check that out by going to tfl-studios.com. But today we're answering an age-old question. Which GTI, the Mark 6, is quicker? Is it the modified one or is it the factory one? And luckily, there's two guys on our team that own both of these cars. Hey, if you guys know Alex, come on over, Alex.
Yep.
He's on our team and he just bought this.
I did.
Mark 6 GTI that's been a little modified. Tell me about it, Alex.
Yeah, just a little bit. So this is my new to me 2014 Mark 6 GTI. It's stage 2, so it's got a lot of parts thrown at it, and it's pretty quick. So I wanted another car to scoot around in, to have fun with, that wasn't quite as big as my truck, and believe it or not, this is pretty much my dream car. I owned a Mark 6 GTI as my first car. I always wanted to make it stage 1 or stage 2. Found one for sale, and here it is. So it's a blast.
All right, how much did you pay for this black GTI, Alex?
I paid $10,500 for it.
All right, and so stage 2, what is a tuner?
Let's pop the hood. We can look underneath.
We love a sunny day on the mountain, especially with some fresh snow, but both the sun and the cold will dry out your skin on a daily basis. Caldera Labs tackles the problem with high-performance skincare products that use nature's purest ingredients, pharmaceutical-grade science, and sustainable business practices. Caldera Labs has a 3-part skincare regimen to improve aging, tired-looking skin. In the morning, you use the Clean Slate Cleanser, followed by the base layer. At night, reapply the Clean Slate and follow it with the Good Serum. The regimen is simple and clinically proven to make your skin look and feel better. Try it for 60 days. If you're not a fan, you get a 100% refund, no questions asked. To start your journey to healthier skin, visit calderalab.com and use the code TFLCAR for 30% off. So click the link below or go to calderalab.com/TFLCAR. That's their biggest discount of the year and the same as Black Friday.
All right, so under the hood here, stage 2, so it's got a bigger turbo from CTS, a KO4 turbo. Also has a catch can from CTS there. APR intake right here, and then it's also got a downpipe from APR, and then a high flow cat on the exhaust as well. The clutch has been upgraded, so it's got a heavier duty clutch. Coil packs have been upgraded to R8 coil packs besides this one, which went bad and the owner put in the factory one, so I gotta fix that. New speed intercooler, front mount down at the bottom there, and then the tune is from APR. It's their version 3 tune, and it's got 3 different maps put into it. So right now it's on the stock tune. I'm still using the the tank of gas that the previous owner had, so I don't know what kind of fuel's in it, but I can switch it to a 91, 93, or 100 octane tune.
And you do have some unique wheels, Alex. Tell me about those.
Yes, so the wheels are a little bit of a mess on this car. It's got different wheels front and back. I don't like the style of either of them, but it came with a complete set of all these wheels. These are just kind of the best tires from each set. The car's lowered. It's on H&R Super Sport springs, which I'm pretty sure is the shortest spring that H&R makes. And it's pretty slammed. Case likes to call these my bacon fenders, but it doesn't bother me at all.
All right, Alex, the question everybody wants to know is how much horsepower?
I don't exactly know yet. Stock in these cars is right around 220, and apparently this has about 80 more horsepower. I've seen some people saying they can get like 350 at the crank with, you know, like 100 octane, but forget that. I think like right around 300 horsepower is probably a safe number.
So at least on paper, it should be quicker than the stock one. And speaking of the stock one, let me introduce you guys to Grant. He does all of our ad sales, and this is his dream car. Tell me about your car, Grant.
Well, that's my 2010 GTI. Bought it used, came out of Dallas off a lease. I bought it used in, what was it, 2012, so I had it 9 years, put about 80,000 miles on it, and I love driving it. It's still, after 8 years, the best car I've ever owned.
And Grant, you have done one modification, which is actually going to be detrimental today. What is that?
I put snow tires on it.
And of course, it is different than Alex's in one important facet, and that is this one has the DSG. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I actually was not looking for the DSG, but I got the deal on this car when I found it. I needed to get a new car at the time, and I have fallen in love with the DSG. I'm nothing but impressed that VW found a way to put this transmission into what was essentially a $25,000 hot hatch. It's never failed to impress.
Yeah, what is it about, like, especially this one, the Mark 6 GTI, that makes it so special?
Well, it was the last one made in Austria until they moved it to Mexico. That's one. But I bought it because it's designed by Germans. I'm over 6 feet tall. My whole family's over 6 feet tall. We all fit in it. I can throw a bike in it. I can get 33 miles a gallon. For the money, it's the most fun and most practical you can have on the road.
So the original plan was, of course, to drag race them, but as you guys can see, Mother Nature had other plans. So we're gonna do the next best thing, and that is we're gonna take these cars and do a 0 to 60 on them. And I think to make it even more fair, are you okay if Alex drives yours?
Of course.
All right, so Alex, your turn. Let's get the solo deal and let's see which one of these is quicker to 60.
Getting ready to line up in the stock GTI, Grant's GTI. This one's got the DSG, and I've actually never driven a GTI with the DSG. My old one was a manual, and the one I just bought is a manual, so this will be a new experience. Now, this vehicle actually has launch control, and they even show you in the owner's manual how to use it. So I'm gonna turn traction control off real quick, put my foot on the brake, shift into sport mode. All right, and now I should just be able to keep my left foot on the brake, hold the throttle at about 3,200 RPM, and let it launch. Here we go. All right, 40, 50, and 60. There we go. Not bad. That traction or that launch control works pretty well. 7.35 seconds, 0 to 60. So, pretty good. This car's a lot quieter than mine. All right, let's go see what mine will do. See if I can beat 7.35 seconds. Also, this car does have launch control. It was added as part of the APR tune. I just haven't figured out how to use it yet. This is literally my second day driving this car. So I use launch control on Grant's. I'm not gonna have that same advantage with my car just because I don't know how to use it. I'm gonna go traction control off and get ready to do this. Oh yeah, I beat him. 6.31 seconds, 0 to 60 in mine, so even without launch control, pretty much beat him by a full second. And that makes me super, super happy. I'm not racing this car or anything. I'm not lining up against anyone, you know, trying to win money or anything. It just sounds cool, it looks cool, it's quick, it's fun to drive, but it does make me feel good that it's a little faster than a stock one. So good result.
So like I said, the original plan was to drag race them, but our track is covered in snow, so 0 to 60 it was, and that was an interesting result. So Grant, let me ask you, now that you've seen how quick a modded one is, do you want to mod yours?
Heck no, because my 15-year-old is going to get his driver's license in 4 months, and he wants to drive that, and he's not driving a modified GTI.
And Alex, do you miss having a DSG?
Heck no, not at all. Definitely did not want a DSG manual all the way.
Well, there you have it, guys. Stock versus modded, another classic TFL mashup. Thanks for watching. See you next time.